In today's video, I will be sharing with you the real truth about dating in Dubai or any part of the UAE. There's so many dating sites or apps that you can use to meet people, and it doesn't really matter your race or nationality. You can join any of these dating sites. And then the second place that you can meet people obviously is going out, like to the clubs. There are lots of people there. The quality of the people there, I don't know, but I know that there are people there. You can meet a lot of people in the clubs and also in the mall. If you go to the mall, you can meet people in the mall. However, personally, I feel like because of the culture of the people here, I feel like it's a little difficult for a man to like approach you in public like that. That is what I've realized. Maybe because I'm black, but I don't think so. See, I'll give an example, right? If I go to the mall, or if you go to the mall like in an open space, like you're walking around, it's quite difficult to have a man just like walk up to you and be like, hey, how are you doing? What are you doing? Like, can you sit somewhere and have tea? It's kind of like difficult. But if you leave the mall, right, maybe you're walking like down the aisle, or you are going to your taxi or into your car, you know, that space is a little confined, or it's not too exposed. A man can approach you there. That is what I have noticed, asking people around and my own observation. That is how I feel like. Or they'll just pick you up from the streets, like you're walking, it'll be like, oh, get into the car, let's talk. But they don't like come to you openly in public and then just start talking to you. The Europeans do that, but I feel like the Arabs, they don't really do that. So I have some red flags that I'm going to share with you, so that when you see these red flags or you hear them, you know that this person is maybe 90% not the one, or not as serious as I thought they would be. Okay, let me say this before I go into details, so that you kind of like understand how the game is like in UAE. I got to understand this very quickly, is that dating in UAE is, and like, that is how it is. Like, that is the honest truth here. The men wants this and the women unfortunately wants this. Once I understood that, then I was able to like quickly, you know, sift through. Like, I'm like, okay, I know what he wants based on his kind of conversation, and then I don't want anything to do with that. Tip number one, understand this, and then your life will be so much easier in the dating scene in UAE. The second red flag is linked to the first one. After he has called you at an odd time, the place where he wants to hang out with you also says a lot. So for instance, somebody can call you at say 9 p.m. or 10 because they just probably closed from work maybe around 8, and they want you to go and watch a movie. That is okay. We can handle that. But if somebody is calling me at 10 a.m. 10 p.m. to hang out with them, and they're taking me to the club, then it's a question mark, because you're going to drink, you know, and dance. Because usually, what are you going to do in a club? You know, just sit and talk. You cannot talk at a club. So if somebody is meeting you for the first time and they're calling you at night, and then also they want to hang out in a club, how am I going to get to know you? Right? So there, you know that this, you just know what his mindset is. What we talked about, the S, that is what they want. Nothing else. Trust me on this. There's no guy that will call you at 10:30 p.m. and say, let's go to the club, and then they want to know you. No. So that is red flag number two.